Something I've been using in the classroom is using educational videos. So I take a lot of the course content that I have, I make it available online. It's something I found valuable for me and valuable for my students as well. My job today is talking a little bit about why I do that, and maybe if you're interested, how you can possibly get involved. So the first question I want to ask is, why would you go about doing this? Basically, you're making course content for your class available at any time. My primary role for using this is in a flipped classroom model that I'm using. It's been a couple of years now in the works of me kind of developing this curriculum online, and so far I think it's going pretty well. However, that's a big jump, and that's not necessarily the direction everyone wants to go in. Some other things. And a part of Akadi and I have been working on some content where we're recording course skills, lab technique things that we want our kids to be able to preview before coming into class to shave down time on the learning curve of using new lab equipment. This is wonderful. One of my favorite things about it is absent students. They come to me. I give them a rundown of some of the material that they missed in class. They can do a lot of the legwork of note-taking on their own and then come to me for the last little bit, as opposed to spending an hour and a half after school getting caught up on missed work. I also find it super duper valuable when I'm outside of school, as opposed to coming up with some sort of random activity. Typically what happens is the kids will watch the video in class as opposed to watching it at home. It's almost like I'm still there. Obviously the next day I come in and polish things up a little bit, but I can get a lot done in a day when I'm not here in the school. I've also found kids find this valuable in terms of review for material later in the year. It gives them an opportunity for a test or for a mid-year or for a final to go back, review tough topics, and get the information they're hopefully looking for. And last but not least, I'm not sure what the value of this is, but I see a lot of teachers out there creating this kind of content, creating a presence for themselves online. And I guess I'm curious to see how important that presence is in the next couple of years as we kind of evolve into a digital world here as teachers. And I feel like having that presence earlier rather than later potentially could be very valuable. And again, very nebulous there in terms of what that turns into. So that's a little bit of the why. Last thing you need to know is, if you ever want to try this, all you really need is a computer. You need some sort of on-screen lesson. I typically use PowerPoint, but I feel like there are more creative and interesting people out there that can come up with a much better medium to do these things in. But PowerPoint gets the job done. And last but not least, you need some sort of screen capturing software. There's a lot of free options for this. And what a screen capture software does is it records whatever's happening on the screen. It records sound. A lot of them also record video of you, of whatever's happening in front of the camera, and there's a lot of options for how those control. Jing, by a company called TechSmith, makes one. You guys already have QuickTime installed on your computers. This is a company by the name of Screencastify, Screencast-O-Matic. If you search Screencast online, there are lots of free options out there. They come with great caveat. They come with benefits. They come with caveats. There's different ones out there for different goals you're looking for. There are also pay options. I actually, since I've been doing this for a while now, use software by the name of Camtasia. It simply does all the same things that these free ones do, but it actually has a lot more options associated with it, especially in the editing tools department. A lot of the ones you see here are kind of just a record and go. Bigger software packages like Camtasia allow you to actually take some time and do some editing. So if you make a mistake halfway through, you can actually fix that as opposed to going back and re-record things.